All right, good evening from Zavala, Texas, world headquarters, KenSmithFishing.com. I am Ken Smith. Interesting weekend. We came down to Rayburn. By the way, thank you to Cliff Brown from Texas Boat World for letting me borrow this big Triton, a 21 TRX. This is a big boat. It's good to have in that rough water over on Rayburn, but I do miss my Ranger, I'll tell you. So Ranger's sold. Ranger's on its way. Actually, it's in Florida. Guys, I think he's really enjoying the boat, and I've got a new one on order. I actually posted something to the Texas Fishing Forum tonight. I have the option to go to the new Mercury 4-stroke, and I'm hearing that it is the biggest, baddest 250 on the market. It's brand new. I don't even know of one out there, but we've heard from Racing Mercury that they've had them out. They've got some motors with close to 1,000 hours on them or something like that. And they're saying just bad mother. So I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to go with the 4-stroke. I'd love never have to buy another gallon of oil. I don't think you can see it, but there's 20 gallons of oil over there in the corner, and that's that adds to your fuel cost. And my experience with 4-strokes is you get better mileage. They're a lot quieter. They got better responsiveness, and I'm looking forward to it. It doesn't weigh anything more than the Pro XS's, and if I can get similar horsepower and a lighter motor or the same weight motor and a 4-stroke, I can't see a reason not to do it. So I'm excited about it, and I'll certainly let you guys know. You'll be hearing it real soon. Delivery date's May 8th, so we hope to see it real soon. So spent some time both on Toledo and Rayburn this weekend. Toledo Friday, I went down, I fished around in Housen, and wind was just absolutely howling out of the northeast, and really didn't see anything that excited me. I will tell you, I saw some fish on the nest. They were all just a couple of pound fish. Wasn't the best day to look. A lot of color to the water down in Housen as opposed to normally. It's really clear, and that was my only place I looked down there. I got some deep bites. Wind was supposed to blow again on Saturday, and truthfully, I just didn't put the work into this tournament to be on anything. So I made an executive decision as we took off. I fished with a fellow by the name of OJ on Saturday, and we went north. We started in the 12-15 area. We had a ton of bites. There's a lot of real shallow grass and real shallow duckweed or pond grass or whatever you want to call it, a needle grass. There's a bunch of little fish up in it. I think we left there. I probably had one fish on a swim bait. We ran from there over to Martinez and fished around in there and caught several fish on a spinnerbait. But just really didn't catch much else. And wound up back in right there. We took off out of, I think that's called San Augustine. It's not San Augustine, that's on Rayburn. I apologize, but it's in San Mateo there. We went out of there. I just went back and fished around the takeoff for the last hour and a half and boxed 2 more keepers, pulled a keeper off, weighed 3 that weighed nothing. It was one of those where I just didn't put in the work, and unfortunately I tried to catch him the way I wanted to catch him, which was shallow, and it didn't work. The water was dropping. I knew better. It was just laziness on my part, and sometimes you pay the price for that. So and I'm in a borrowed boat. I hadn't been down here, and I've got a lot of excuses. I just didn't catch them. So several guys did. Congratulations to Glenn Freeman, 24 pounds. That guy's so good post spawn. Matter of fact, if I was going to take a guide trip on Toledo Bend right now, I think if he'd had open dates, that would be the guy I would take, because he is so good on those post spawn fish, and I'm pretty sure Glenn guides over there. So anybody looking for a trip on Toledo, I'd seek Glenn out. Came over to the Rayburn today, and by the way, I'll show you. I think I've got maybe 1 or 2 fish on camera from Toledo, so I'll show you those here real quick. I want to show you all this fish's mouth. He has been banged up, man. But he got fooled on a swim bait. Keeper number 1. Come on. There you go.
So does that mean your experiment worked?
Yeah, no, not if he's that size.
Hey.
So we came back to Rayburn today. Today was the last day of the McDonald's. By the way, I hear Clint caught a nice fish. Congratulations, Clint. I don't know where you fished, but 9-something's got to be way up in the money. I think a 12-pounder won. I honestly didn't pay attention, but a lot of folks on the water today. Windy again today. We just kind of banged around in the Caney area. We put in over there just to get out of the wind. And mostly we were taking our new family member. So Stella's our new family member. We adopted her from DFW Lab Rescue. She's 10 months old. She's dumb as a bag of hammers, but she is as sweet as she can be. So we let her get out today and get some exercise and let her get in the water. She got in the water for the first time Friday evening. But then today we let her run and play. I think I've got a little bit of footage I'll share with you right here. This is Bodie, the Wonder Dog, and Stella, the bag of hammers, smart lab right now, playing.
See the splashing freaking her out?
So they were having a big time, had a great time today playing in the water. We fished around in there a little bit, caught a couple of fish up over around the shallow bushes, but nothing to speak of. Rayburn right now again is high. Bear with me and I'll tell you exactly what the water level is here. So just check, Rayburn's at 166.7 and change. It was 167.7 a week ago, so it's dropped straight. It's just a straight line down about a foot. That still puts it a couple of feet high, well out of its banks. There's a lot of water. I don't know how big Rayburn is right now, but it's way out of its banks, 2 feet high. By the way, Monterey ramp was closed this weekend. I don't know if it'll be open again next week, but just be cautious if you're trying to be on the water really early. Monterey ramp was closed due to the high water. I don't know what level they'll open it back up. I would think it's pretty soon though. So anyway, if I was coming back down to Rayburn next weekend, there's obviously pre-spawn fish, there's post-spawn fish. I do know there's a little bit of a frog bite, but it's really not going yet. That water fluctuating really messes with those fish when they're trying to spawn. But there's a bunch of fish. From talking to the guys that fish the McDonald's and other guys, it sounds like more than half the fish have certainly spawned by now. There's some fry garters, but the fish are not back on that real good post-spawn feed like you saw with the Bassmaster guys here last year. So, by the way, Rayburn also has some color kind of all over too, so it's a little dingier than what you normally see down here. If I were coming down next weekend, I would, according to what I was trying to do, if I was trying to catch a lot of fish, I'd stay shallow. If I was trying to catch a big fish, I'd move back out there deeper again on the outside edge of that grass, drag a big worm, a Carolina rig around, and just, I think that's the way you're going to catch your bigger fish. Again, you know, knowing what I know about the guys who caught fish this weekend, most of them are a little bit deeper guys, but I don't think there's any way they're deep summer pattern guys yet. So that's my report this week. Thanks for subscribing. We've got over 1,200 subscribers now and growing monthly. We'll be on Ray Roberts in 2 weeks. I'm going to take next weekend off, and I don't have a boat. We'll be on, actually, I may get on Roberts next weekend with a buddy, and if I do, we'll get some footage up. But we'll be on Roberts for the Texas Team Trail the following weekend, and we'll certainly get some footage up from Ray Roberts as well. You know, we've had some good tournaments and some bad tournaments up there with just Ray Roberts, quite truthfully. And then we'll be back down on Rayburn getting ready for the Texas Team Trail Championship. So we'll get a lot of Rayburn footage in May for you guys, and hopefully we'll figure some stuff out down here then too. So again, thanks for tuning in. Visit my website, kensmithfishing.com. Lots of videos, articles, fun stuff there. And thanks for subscribing on YouTube. Thanks for referring your buddies. I really do appreciate it very, very much. And I love the comments. Great commentary about about the life jacket thing that was going on down here. If you don't know about that, if this is a new video to you, check out my last video. They're writing tickets down here for inflatable life jackets if you don't have another life jacket in the boat. So that's something everybody probably needs to know. And I think that's it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys, if not next week, in a couple of weeks.